Hey, Stream Team. Can 5 minutes a day actually save your life? I'm going to show you today how it actually can. There are simple things such as vigorous exercise for just a couple minutes, which has been shown to decrease the chance of early death and heart disease by up to 30%. That's right, only 5 minutes a day. So today we're going to dive into a bunch of actionable tips that you can start using that are realistic, that are science-based, and a bunch that I do myself. And please stick around to the end because the last tip is something that's so powerful and so many people overlook. A sedentary life is killing us. Sitting steals and movement heals. I can't stress how important it is to get up and move your body just in these short bursts. Listen, we're all busy. I get it, but just little consistent movements throughout the day can lead to huge benefits. So what does this look like? It means rather than sitting at your desk the whole day taking Zoom meetings, get up and go walk for 5 minutes. Instead of taking the elevator up 2 flights, go walk up the stairs. Park a little further away from the grocery store. These little things really do add up, and before you know it, you're making a huge impact with really small decisions. But the next thing that we're going to dive into also plays a huge role. All right, so you've had that cup of water and that cup of joe, but now comes the next big movement, which is actually getting out and moving your body. And by moving your body, I mean lifting some weights. There is so much data coming out showing the importance of weightlifting. I don't care how old you are. I don't care whether you're male, female, or however you identify, you must lift weights. Now, that's only one part of the equation. Because if you lift weights without doing the second part, which is adding adequate protein, then you're not going to build that muscle. And all you're going to do is break down muscle and be chronically stressed. So I like to aim for a minimum of 30 grams of protein per meal. It really varies depending upon your body weight, but I think 30 is a good starting spot. I'm about 180 pounds. I'm going for about 60 grams per meal. That sounds a lot, hit somewhere in between, but lifting those weights, getting that protein in are so key to setting up your day for success, and so is our next tip. Are you ready to add more years to your life? Are you struggling even though you're doing a lot of these tips? Well, it could be possible that your hormones are out of balance. Well, look no further. At Pazona MD, we are the hormone experts here in the Nashville area and beyond. We offer telemedicine consults. So just go down to the link in the description, click the button, and one of our team members will do a free discovery call and see if you'd be a good fit to work with us. Now, let's get back to the show. For those of you who struggle getting enough protein, here are a couple hacks that I like doing. So number one, add it to that morning cup of coffee. So what I do is I blend about 1 scoop of chocolate whey protein in with my iced coffee. And now all of a sudden I've got a healthy mocha that's getting me an extra 30 grams of protein. You can also add that protein powder to some yogurt and such. Number two, go grab a roast chicken from your local grocery store and chop it up beginning of the week. What a great way to just grab something that's quick, easy, and tasty that's going to get you real proteins. I really try and stay away from these protein bars and ultra-processed things, but if you're in a pinch, certainly take a look at those, but go for the more natural versions. We don't want you eating a bunch of preservatives with that protein. So hopefully those tips are going to help you hit those protein goals. This may sound silly, but breathing. It's amazing how often we are just tense and our cortisol levels are through the roof. And listen, I used to think meditation was BS. Trust me, I thought it was garbage and sort of touchy-feely sort of stuff. But it actually is scientifically based that when you do that slow box breathing where you really focus on those inhalations and then blow out, that really starts calming down your hormone levels. It slows down your heart rate, and it's amazing how many problems go away with just a couple deep breaths. So if you're sitting there all anxious and ready to get emotional, add in some deep breathing work. It doesn't need to be anything fancy. Just a couple minutes a day are going to make a huge impact over the long term. And so is this next tip. Sleep. You've heard us harp on this before on Balls Deep. This is really the key lever to pull because when you don't sleep well, you're more likely to emotionally eat. You're less likely to go to the gym. You have higher stress levels. And anyone who's a parent out there who, when their kids were young, struggle with sleep, understand this. So the biggest sleep tip I can give you is it starts first thing in the morning. Get that early morning sunlight. Limit that caffeine to early in the day. And then as you progress throughout that day, move your body to get nice and tired and feel like you got a good workout. And then please, those couple hours before bed, take the less than 5 minutes and put your phone outside the bedroom. Remember, bedrooms are for sleeping and adult bedroom activities only. No TV watching, no playing with your phone. So key, because when sleep is optimized, everything else becomes easier and you live longer. Even if you master stress, there is one more reset tip that really ties all this together. So let's finish up this 5-minute segment with 5 minutes that's going to change your life. Let's do a recap. Drink water, get adequate sleep, eat that protein, lift some weights, do some deep breathing. All of these things add up. Move your body in these small little bits. Listen, we all have the same 24 hours in the day. Healthy people just have better systems, and sometimes a better system starts with getting some easy wins. These things are not huge. Any one of you listening can do this today. So get out there, get these 5 minutes incorporated in your day, and let's start building some health wins here so you can start optimizing your performance in the bedroom, the bathroom, and the boardroom. Hope you found this helpful. Hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn on your notifications so you can get alerted for our next episodes. We're dropping these every week. We really appreciate you, stream team, and please show yourself a little bit more love and kindness. We're all works in progress, and these are opportunities to grow. Thanks, and have an awesome day.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Balls Deep. If you'd like to join our stream team of listeners, please click the subscribe button on your favorite podcast platform. For more information about our practice, Pazona MD, please visit pazonamd.com. This podcast is for informational purposes only, and the content is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice. The show does not constitute the practice of medicine. No doctor-patient relationship is formed through this podcast or any of the social media channels related to this show. The use of this information is at the user's own risk. Users should not disregard or delay in obtaining medical advice from any medical condition they have, and they should seek the assistance of their healthcare professionals for any such conditions.